Hi everyone! So, no Beauty and the Beast party would be complete without the iconic rose under a dome. So, inspired by the 2017 live action film that's coming up in a few weeks, I created this template and this tutorial for you guys to follow along. So to make this, you're going to need a glass dome with a base, the printable template, which I'll add a link below for you guys to click on, masking tape, and a glass etcher. Finally, you're also going to need a faux red rose, or we bought an IKEA pink rose, and I'm going to show you how to dye it using red food dye and vinegar. You're also going to need a hot glue gun to put this all together. So to put this together, you're going to start by printing out your template, cutting it to size. You're going to take some masking tape and you're going to attach it to the inside of the glass. Now you're going to want to make sure you're wearing glasses or goggles to protect your eyes, because what you're doing is creating glass dust when you etch. So using the template as a guide, you're going to flick the etching pen while it's moving. Now, the only way to describe this is you're pressing slightly heavier as you draw the line and then lifting the pressure as the line tapers out. But as you move faster, it basically becomes like a flicking motion. Once you finish tracing one section, you're going to move the template and the tape and repeat until you've completed the whole base. Then you're going to repeat with the top template and use the long strand occasionally. Next, to create a softer look, we're basically going to do again that rough sort of flicking motion, but much lighter. And basically it's just going to smooth out those lines so it doesn't look so hand-drawn. The one tip I do have is that you should probably start on something like a wine glass or a drinking glass and practice on that before you do your rose dome. That way you've got the confidence that you aren't going to screw this up. So on to the rose. Now I bought a faux rose from IKEA, and as you can see, it's pink. So what I did was I took just under 3/4 of a cup of vinegar. I added a good dose of red pillar red food dye, gave it a good mix, and then soaked the rose. I then leaned it on its side on the glass and just let it drip dry. Finally, we're putting it all together. So the base I had was wood, so I did spray paint it with gold paint. Once the rose is dry, we're going to snip the rose to the correct height so it's going to stand up underneath the dome. Then I'm going to take a few tall, sturdy items around the rose for support. We're going to use a hot glue gun, and basically you're going to put it on the base, press the rose down. And it's going to look a little messy when you're starting out, but basically you're going to use a hot glue gun to build it up around the rose base and let it dry, and then it's going to stand up by itself. And then you can place the rose dome over, and your rose dome is ready for your dinner party.